Imagine that you are an attractive woman that most men find appealing. You have choices and are probably able to find any male you choose. How would you feel if that happened? Now picture yourself as a woman pursuing a man. You are continuously doing things to try to win his approval as you urgently strive to catch his attention. Does that give you a good feeling? The answer is probably no, since pursuing a man puts you in a vulnerable and dependent situation. You will understand the 10 reasons why you shouldn't chase a man by the end of this video, along with what you can do to have him chase you. So be sure to see this video through to the finish if you're serious about finding love and a committed relationship. Those who are new should subscribe for additional videos on social psychology and leave a comment below that they did so. We'll make an effort to respond to as many comments as we can. Welcome to Z Taxi. On this channel, we love sharing relationship information, tips, and tricks to help you take your game to the next level. Subscribe if you're new here and give this video a big thumbs up for that good old YouTube algorithm. Now, without any further ado, let's begin. (10) Chasing a man makes you appear hopeless. Chasing a man makes you appear desperate, and desperation is not a desirable trait. Men are drawn to assertive women who pursue their goals with determination. You can tell a man that you don't think you're good enough for him if you chase after him. Men don't find it attractive when you're not sure he wants to be with you. The best course of action is to put your attention on your own life and wait for a man to approach you if you want to grab his interest and hold it. For instance, if you like a guy, don't start monitoring his social media or sending him constant texts. He'll think you're desperate and lose interest if you do that. Instead, text him sometimes and let him reply to you the majority of the time. He will be more likely to pursue you if you appear busy and confident in this way. 9. It has an impact on your self-esteem. You should never chase a man since it can harm your self-esteem, which is one of the key reasons why. When you entrust someone else with making you happy, you are essentially giving them the authority to decide how you feel about yourself. If they reciprocate, you will feel happy and accepted. If they don't feel the same way, on the other hand, it makes you feel unappreciated and rejected. Over time, this never-ending cycle of pursuing and getting turned down can seriously damage your self-esteem. Chasing someone who isn't interested only gives them the impression that they have control over you. They may feel superior to you because they are aware that they can manipulate you without ever having to give you their all. On the other hand, when you put your happiness first and take care of yourself, you demonstrate your self-assurance and worth. So let him chase you rather than the other way around. 8. It causes them to stop respecting you. Although harsh, this is the reality. Man loses respect for you if you pursue him non-stop. They perceive you as someone who will stop at nothing to capture their interest, and that is not endearing. Their desire to be in a relationship with you will decrease as a result of your behavior, which will only drive them away. Imagine a scenario in which you were the one who was continually being sought by the person you weren't interested in. Of course it would be annoying. That person's desperation would probably make you lose respect for them. Men are similarly affected. Therefore, if you want to earn his respect, stop constantly pursuing him and give him the impression that you are not fighting for his undivided attention. 7. Men enjoy a challenge. Research backs up this claim. Studies have repeatedly proven that men are more drawn to difficult women than to those who are simple to seduce. Men are predisposed to want to chase and conquer, according to scientists. You lose the difficulty and excitement of the pursuit when you become overly accessible. He will therefore rapidly grow disinterested. On the other side, when you present a challenge, he is motivated to put up more effort to win your favor. He will feel more invested in the relationship as a result, and he will be more likely to stay for the long term. 6. They'll regard you as a given. Not all guys are like this, but if you pursue them constantly, some men will undoubtedly take you for granted. They are aware that they don't need to put much effort into winning your affection, and they will begin to view you as someone who will always be there no matter what. He will begin to believe that you are always going to be available when he needs to see you, for instance, if you are the one who texts first or makes plans. Because of this, he won't feel as though he needs to work as hard, and he can even begin to take you for granted. Set firm boundaries and refrain from chasing after men all the time if you want a man who will value you. 5. You are not giving yourself enough priority. Imagine wasting all that time and effort on a man you might or might not find attractive. Imagine what you could have achieved if you had directed that energy toward a career or a hobby, which are both more productive endeavors. You are not putting yourself first if you are constantly chasing after men. You are entrusting someone else with your happiness, which is never a wise decision. Be sure to live your best life and improve yourself. The proper man will come along when you do that, and he will eagerly want to be a part of your life. 4. You are passing up further opportunities. You are pursuing just one of the nearly 8 billion people on the planet, did you know that? You miss out on the chance to meet other terrific guys when you devote all of your time to pursuing a man. There may be someone out there who would give anything to have you in his life, but if you don't put yourself out there, you'll never know. Some of you may say things like, "I'm not attractive enough, I don't have much to offer," or "I'm skinny or fat," etc. But I can assure you that nobody is flawless, that everyone has something unique to contribute, and that there is someone out there who will value you for who you are. There are many of men who are seeking more than simply a lovely face, despite the fact that some men are visual animals who are just interested in appearances. In order to be open to alternative options, stop telling yourself that you aren't good enough. 3. You will eventually suffer harm. Yes, if you keep pursuing someone who is not interested in you, you will eventually end yourself hurt. It won't be long before your confidence and self-worth suffer, and it's not worth it. It's not worth getting your hopes up only to be let down in the end, even if they are giving you optimism or sending you conflicting signals. When you are the one being chased, it may appear as though you are in charge, but you are actually putting yourself in a very vulnerable position. For instance, if they are not fully invested in the relationship, they can leave with ease and no repercussions. However, if you are the one who makes the effort all the time, you will end up feeling hurt and alone. Heartbreak is never enjoyable, as we all know. 2. You risk being taken advantage of by some males. Let's face it, some men will exploit you if they know you are always after them. They won't ever provide anything back to you in exchange for their use of your resources, time, and attention. If you allow yourself to be used in this way, you will end up getting injured both physically and emotionally. Therefore, it's crucial to be aware of the warning indications that a man is taking advantage of you, such as persistently asking for favors but never returning them, or frequently canceling plans but still anticipating your availability. It's time to leave if you see any of these warning signs to avoid getting injured. 1. You should expect better. This is most likely the key justification for never pursuing a man. You are better off not spending your time pursuing someone who isn't interested in you. You deserve a partner who will value, adore, and accept you for who you are. And if you are always pursuing someone who is not interested, you will never discover that. We are aware that the term chasing might be rather deceptive. Even though you're not really chasing them, it occasionally feels that way. The truth is that it's simple to lose sight of your own value when you're constantly the one pursuing. But you must keep in mind that you deserve to be with someone who will respect and love you, not someone who will emotionally abuse you. Therefore, if you find yourself pursuing a man relentlessly, consider whether he is actually worth your time and effort. You must be completely honest with yourself about this. It's time to move on and find someone who will accept you for who you are if the response is no. Although it can be difficult to let go of a loved one, we assure you that it will be for the best. Additionally, you never know when the man of your dreams could appear. Do not forget to subscribe if you liked this video. Thank you for viewing.